Good afternoon, children. In my previous class, I started the lesson observing the sky. Children, in this lesson, I told you about the different celestial bodies which we see in the sky. And that sky watching is always a fascinating experience for all of us. Here is the telescope. With the help of this, the people can watch closely the stars and the planets. Here, this activity I told you to do it, and it will take 5 days. So, I hope you all must be doing this activity. Here also, daytime sky, nighttime sky. After observing these 5 days, these things, you can write it here. We have also read that Mercury and Venus are known as morning and evening stars. Why they are known as morning and evening stars? Because they are seen very low near the horizon in the sky, sometimes during morning time and during evening times. Now in nighttime sky, what we see, children? We can see stars and planets. And which planet? Which is the only planet which we can see in the night sky? That is Venus. Venus is, that is not only Venus, but Mars, Jupiter and Saturn. These all we can see in night sky, but Venus is the brightest object in the sky after sun and moon. So children, if the question comes, which is the brightest object in the sky after the sun and moon, what you will write? Venus is the brightest object in the sky after the sun and the moon. And which planet was the first planet to be discovered by using a telescope? The planet Saturn. And which type of light our sun is having? Sun is a star of average brightness, and that's why his light is yellowish white light. But the hottest star shines with which light? Whitish blue light. And sun's light is yellowish white light. Now about the stars. We all know that there are a very large number of stars in our sky. You just see, children, sky. Then can you count the stars? No, we cannot count the stars because they are countless, so many. These are huge spheres of very hot gases having light of their own. Stars are having light of their own. And it is interesting to note and realize that the sun is also a star. We all know sun is a star. It is the star nearest to the earth. So which star is nearest to the earth? Sun. It may come as a surprise to you, but its brightness is less than that of many stars, which I told you, children, that sun's brightness is average. We now know that our sun is a star of average brightness. Almost all the stars are million of times farther away from us as compared to the distance of the sun from us. And that's why sun appears like a ball to us, but the other stars appears only as points or dots. Stars appear as dim points in the night sky. Why? Because they are very, very, very far away from us. They do not disappear during daytime. But what happened daytime? They are present, but they are not visible. Why they are not visible? Because during daytime, the sun dominates the sky with its brightness, and due to the sun's brightness, the other stars are not seen. Now, constellation. Let us closely and carefully observe some bright and prominent stars on a clear night sky. Clear night sky means, yesterday I told you, children, when there is no cloud in the sky, you just see the sky, then the group of stars will be visible to you. What do we observe? Some of these stars appear to form some kind of a pattern, and that pattern that appears to resemble some familiar figure. Which type of familiar figure? Such a group of stars which appears to resemble some familiar figure. Familiar figure means the figure which we know. Such a group of star is known as a constellation. So what is constellation? A constellation is a group of stars that appear to form some recognizable pattern or shape in the sky. Ancient people devised the concept of constellation so that they would be able to recognize and label some of the stars in the sky. With the identification of their spatial pattern, ancient people devised the concept of constellation, and this was important for them as they were dependent on these stars to find directions and to measure time. That time directions, how they were measuring? With the help of the stars. And how they were calculating the time? That time watch was not there. So how they were doing? By observing the stars. We can easily recognize some constellations in the sky, and one of the most important constellations which we can see during a spring in the early part of night is Ursa Major. This is also known as Great Bear or Big Dipper. The two stars at the top of this constellation, in Ursa Major you see, figure is given, two stars are at the top. They are spatial stars, they are known as pointers. And why? Because the line joining those points in the direction of a spatial star, and that star is called pole star. It is also called North Star. Some of other easily recognizable constellations are Orion. Orion is visible in winter, Ursa Minor or Small Dipper, that is visible in spring, and Cassiopeia, that is visible in autumn season. Now what is pole star? Pole star is a Dhruv Tara. In Hindi it is known as Dhruv Tara. So many film songs are based on this Dhruv Tara. It is a spatial star present in the northern hemisphere. You must be knowing northern and southern hemisphere, northern part. This star, unlike other stars, appear to remain fixed at one place. Other stars, they appear to twinkle, but pole star appears to fixed at one place. Where? In the northern hemisphere. Why? Because it lies among the axis of rotation of the earth, and because of this spatial feature, this star has been useful to travelers. It defines north direction, means wherever the pole star is there, it means that direction is north direction. We can identify a planet in the background of stars. How we can identify the planet, children? By closely observing the night sky. And some of the features of planets that enable us to distinguish them from stars. Means what are the differences between planets and stars? First difference you can write. A planet is closer to us than the stars. We all know, children, stars are seen as a point. Why? Because they are very, very far away from us. That is why planets appear like tiny disks, whereas a star appears as points. Then the second difference is, children, stars appear to twinkle, but planets do not twinkle. Stars do not appear to change their relative position with each other in the night sky, but they appear to be almost stationary, fixed at one place. Stationary means what? Fixed at one place. However, planets change their relative position with respect to each other. We all know, children, planets have two movements. Which two movements? Rotation and revolution. But the stars do not have any movement, and that's why stars do not appear to change their relative position with each other in the night sky. They appear to be almost stationary. But what happens in the case of planets? Planets change their relative position with respect to each other, and they appear to move against the background of stationary stars, and that's why ancient people named planet as wandering stars. They appear to move against the background of stationary stars. Now, changing night sky. We now know that stars do not appear to move with respect to each other in the sky. However, if one closely observes some bright stars for an hour or so, if for an hour or so you observe closely observe some bright stars, then it will be found that there is a slight shift in the position of these stars in the sky, not too much, a slight, a little one, a little bit. Stars like the sun appears to move from east to west, but the planets move, earth moves on its axis, rotates on its axis from west to east. And this, as we know, have now understood, is due to the rotation of earth on its axis from west to east. That's why stars appear to move from east to west. And do you know, you see children, it is written, the earth revolves around the sun, that we all know. Due to this revolution, what happened? Year. And earth revolves around the sun in how many days? 365 days and 6 hours. And I have already told you children that for our convenience we have taken only 365 days in a year, and that extra 6 hours after every 4 years become 24 hours. 24 hours means one extra day, and that day is added in the month of February because it is the shortest month of the year, and that year has 366 days, and that year is known as leap year. The earth also rotates about its own axis, and these two motions of the earth cause the same star to appear to rise 4 minutes earlier every day. Now herein, do you know, again you see, we see a whole different set of stars in the sky after every 6 months. Whole different set of stars after how many months we can see children? After every 6 months. Why? This is because the earth revolves around the sun and in 6 months times moves to other side of the sun, and that's why after every 6 months the whole different set of stars in the sky are being seen. So children, this lesson is completed. In our next lessons we will do question answers. And now you see, in this lesson what we have read? We have read about how to observe the sky. In that we have read about daytime sky, nighttime sky. Then we also read about morning and evening stars. Which stars are known as, which planets are known as morning and evening stars? Mercury and Venus. Why? Because they are seen during early morning hours and the evening hours. And where they are seen? They are seen very low near the horizon in the sky. Then in nighttime sky, which is the brightest object in the sky after sun and moon is Venus, planet Venus. But not only Venus, but Mars, Jupiter and Saturn are the other planets that can be seen in the night sky without any help of the telescope. And which was the first planet to be discovered by using a telescope? That was the ringed planet. In previous lesson you have read about it. That planet's name is Saturn. And what is the color of sun? Yellowish white light. Sun is the star of average brightness. Then what is constellation children? A constellation is a group of stars that appear to form some recognizable pattern or shape in the sky. And ancient men, they were measuring the time also as well as the directions also with the help of this. Now one thing children, you tell, pole star, it points which direction? It points northern direction. In Hindi it is known as Dhruv Tara. It is in the northern hemisphere, and that's why travelers always use this star to know about the directions. Now what are the differences between planets and stars? Planet is closer to us than the star. Planets appear like tiny discs, but the stars appear as points. Next difference is stars appear to twinkle, but planets do not twinkle. Next difference is stars do not appear to change their relative position with each other, but planets change their relative position with respect to each other. So understood children? This lesson has been completed. Your today's homework is, here you see Ursa Major and Ursa Minor. This you draw it in your science notebook and then you submit your notebook either in the school campus or on our WhatsApp group. That's all for today. Goodbye and thank you.